What is Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black Chapter, long face, skinny body, and we are back still black with some more fire Boruto anime manga content. Now, before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash the like button, and share the video with your friends. And let's hop right into the business. Yes, sir. Ski.
9 mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make 1 chiliocosm. 1 chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
Big news. The Boruto, the official Naruto website, has released an article. The translations aren't actually out in terms of what's the real context of the article. It revolves around something particularly that Kishimoto and Ikimoto have been doing for a long time with different artists or different fans of the Naruto Boruto franchise, creating their own characters and sending them in to actually Kishimoto and him making a redraw of those characters. So the essential article itself revolves around that whole aspect and that program over there. But the big thing that this video will be focusing on is the official time skip designs that Ikimoto actually released on the website for both Boruto and Kawaki. And not only the time skip design, but the changes that we have for these time skip designs. Now, looking back at Boruto, time skip, Kawaki, and Boruto, we have 3 now, including this new release. We have officially 3 different versions to look at for both Boruto and Kawaki, and most people will be like, what are you talking about, 3 different versions? So essentially what we have is the infamous scene in the anime where people see both Boruto and Kawaki facing off in front of the Hokage faces. You see how they look. Motherfuckers look super cold, I ain't gonna lie. Kishimoto or Ikimoto, I believe, came out in an interview in the Jump Festas years ago and stated that there were going to be changes made to this scene in terms of how each character looked or the aesthetic. It's just that they couldn't really pinpoint the exact details at the time. That was many years ago. And now looking over into the manga version, we see some slight changes and differences in how these characters look. Boruto's eye can be debated to be a Byakugan or a Jogan in the manga version, you know what I'm saying, because this part when he opens his eye is non-colored, but we still see the slight differences in Kawaki's facial features and Boruto's facial features just from the manga and anime design. And then we officially have that was released years ago, Boruto and Kawaki character designs, which shows them with the Carmicil, Boruto's Jogan, you feel me, it even has their age labeled, and we get to see like the height comparisons for the 2, Boruto having Sasuke's sword. So these designs look a little bit more closer to home in terms of the anime and how it actually presents each character. Boruto's face, his hair, very has a strong resemblance. I mean, this nigga is his son, but he has a very strong resemblance to Shippuden Naruto right here, especially in this, which you see the cold ass Jogan shot with his Carmicil. And then we have Kawaki's design here. And then during this time when these designs officially came out, this was before we even found out about I believe it was even before we found out about Ishiki's dojutsu, let alone Kawaki, the fact that he was gonna have Ishiki's dojutsu. So in terms of Kawaki with this dojutsu, was it already in the plans when the initial time skip drawings or the time skip scene actually came out? Who knows? There's been a whole lot of changes and developments in the Boruto stories since its creation and debut, but we see Kawaki's character right here with his Carmicil, the different shading, and you see how his hair is actually more similar to what he currently looks like right now in the anime. It's just that the only thing that changes is his height, whereas with Boruto, slightly older features in his face. Like I said, he resembles more Shippuden Naruto, and mind you, these specific designs are actually old. These aren't what the new things that just came out the other day. And then you see Boruto's clothes kind of look similar to what he's already wearing right now. So not too many big changes, it's just height and slightly added age features. But now we have the official designs right here on the website. Looking at the official Naruto website, you can check out the link in the description below if you just want to look at the picture itself. It's not much more context around the picture. And here we see Kawaki's hair is much longer. His design actually more resembles closer to the manga version versus the anime if we're going to compare chapter 1 and episode 1, right? So episode 1 of the anime, Kawaki's hair definitely is longer, but isn't as flappy as it is in the manga. And here in this design, we do see that his hair is flappy, so staying more true to its official manga design. So In the case of these other two releases right here, they're more hitting more close home to the anime designs, where this new drawing that we have of both Timeskip, Boruto, and Kawaki hitting more close to home in the manga designs. However, Kawaki, I ain't gonna lie, he looks real cold. Added age features in both characters, and Boruto's face and his demeanor says it all right there. Now, some of the significant changes you can see is very obvious for Kawaki. His hair is much longer. Obviously, they have the Timeskip design where he's wearing that scarf that we don't see no signs of as of yet, but we see him wearing in the first episode and in the first manga chapter of the Boruto series in general. So the scarf that Kawaki wears is right there. The same old gloom look that he has with Boruto. His hair is slightly a bit shorter. He still has Sasuke's headband and appears Sasuke's cloak. A little bit less features added onto his, opposed to, I can't really tell with this drawing if he has his original jumpsuit on, because we know in the anime and in the manga he's wearing his jumpsuit still, but he's wearing Sasuke's cloak over it. But what most significant difference we see with Boruto is not only is his hair shorter, but his scar has actually changed sizes. We know in most designs of Timeskip Boruto, even in the anime, and then we go into the manga version of Timeskip Boruto, his scar runs all the way down to the bottom of his nose at the very least. Looking at it from any angle you want to look at it from, his scar runs down to the bottom of his nose. Even with this anime official release, though we see his Karma Seal and Jogan covering it, you can still see the slight lines that showcase and demonstrates his scar running down to the bottom of his nose. With this new official drawing, we can see some of the small changes that was mentioned so many years ago that would be made to these characters. Boruto's scar seems like it just covers over his eye completely. Like maybe it goes an inch or maybe a half an inch above his eye and just a half an inch below his eye, stopping probably the midway point or just above his nose. So the scar is significantly shorter. Look at this sick ass color filled in version of the actual drawing, and you can tell and you can see a little bit more of the details and shading. Honestly, bro, this just gives me hope for the mere fact that Ikimoto is touching his hands into anything that has to do with Timeskip territory. No actual announcement on the Timeskip, but just these actual designs here, which is actually cool to look at. I'm not sure how people will react to in terms of what actual design they would prefer in terms of Timeskip, Boruto, and Kawaki, but the mere fact that we got these new drawings, just the mere fact that they're new and we already going through so much shit that we're going through currently in the manga, it gives me a lot of reason to believe we are not too far from seeing these characters act out in this age group. Not saying we are going to be too far from the actual scene we see in chapter 1 and episode 1 of the manga and anime. But until my next video, we got Boruto Timeskip official drawings released by Ikimoto on the Naruto site. I'll leave the link in the description below. Fire ass drawings. The coloring looks sick as well. Until my next video, I'll holla at your boy. I'ma holla at y'all. Black Child. Yes, sir. Ski.
Can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limit's too high. Cocoa butter hips on the wristlet. She said